Now what we want to do is recreate a candle seal using Photoshop. So from scratch, we want to recreate a candle seal. Okay, what we have is this Rolls-Royce logo, and I chose it because of the RR, which is convenient for me to place within a candle seal. And I'm going to go ahead and create a new layer now and hide this logo. Just let me name it before I do. So Rolls-Royce logo, and then hide it. Okay, so on my new layer, I'm going to start drawing my candle seal. So obviously I chose candle seal just to show you that we can create things from scratch in Photoshop. Things that exist, in our daily life, we can create from scratch in Photoshop. So I'm going to go to the elliptical marquee tool, and just holding down the Alt and the Shift keys, draw a circle, basically the selection of a circle on layer 1, which is an empty layer, and release my hand. Okay, so then go to the color panel and choose the red color, because normally these candle seals come in red, and then hit Alt Delete to basically color that selection. Okay. And then what I want to do next is go to layer style, and then look at these options. So these are the options we want to work with right now. Now just let me tell you that you can get to the layer style options from the layer menu item, or if you go over your layer, there's a difference in the way you click. If you click over the word where it says layer 1, you're able to change the name. So let me call this seal. Okay? But if you click on the layer itself by double clicking, this window opens, which is the layer style panel. So we can get to the layer style panel by double clicking on the layer itself, not on the word, on the layer, double clicking on the layer, or by going to layer style and then choosing one of the options. Now since I'm here, let me choose what I want from this drop down. I'm looking for bevel and emboss. Okay, so this will allow me to get a bevel and emboss, but I have to change these values to get the effect that I want. So let me go ahead and add some depth, and then increase the size. Soften a bit because these are very hard edges, and the candle is very soft because it's a candle, so we don't have sharp angles. So let's make it soft. Let's see what down gives us. Okay, if we want, it depends on what the lighting, what lighting we want for that. And from the style options, we can choose whether we want inner bevel, outer bevel, emboss, below emboss, stroke emboss. You can go ahead and check those. I'm going to choose emboss for now because that's what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for a soft emboss. I don't want any hard edges, I just want a soft emboss. And now I can add some more size and soften it even a bit more. Okay, now that's wonderful. I can hit OK, and once I do, you will see this FX, the FX letters on your layer, on the right side of your layer. This means that there's an effect that got applied on this layer. Okay, you can click on this little arrow on the right side and it will hide those effects for you, obviously from the layer but not from the image itself. You can also go back and click on the arrow and then it shows them for you. So you have effects. The effects that you applied are bevel and emboss. If in any case you don't like this effect anymore, again you can click on it, drag it and drop it into the trash and delete it that way. In this case I want to keep it, so I want to hit Command Z and close this effect for now. Okay, this is not the only thing that I want to do. I'm not done yet. I need to have like some depth in the center. So let's go ahead and work with that. What I want to do is take the seal layer, drag it to the layer icon to duplicate it, and then hit Command T to select that duplication, and then holding down the Alt and the Shift keys, scale this circle down. Now, why am I holding down the Alt and the Shift keys? Because if I only hold down the Shift key and scale it down from one of the sides, it's going to scale down but stay where it is on the left side if I moved it from the top right corner. What I want is to scale it down from the center, because I want my big circle and my small circle aligned perfectly. So I will hold down the Alt and the Shift keys together, and using one of the corners, it doesn't matter which one, just drag this down. Okay, and then hit Enter. Now obviously I need to change the effect here, because emboss is not what I need in this case. So what I can do is double click on the layer, and the layer style panel opens, and I can uncheck bevel and emboss from the left side of this panel, and then choose something else. So in this case, maybe I would like to have an inner glow, and perhaps I wish to change the color of the inner glow from yellow to something dark, so that we feel that there's a depth happening there. Yellow is a default color that appears, so, and hit OK. The reason for which I don't see the black is because the blend mode happens to be screen. So change that to normal, and now you start seeing the black outline. So obviously an outline is not what I want. I want it to, to look like a shadow internally. So let me go ahead and add some choke, which makes it darker, and then increase the size, which will give me the effect that I'm looking for. Okay, so this is too dark. Let's put the opacity a bit down, and now we're good. One more thing we can do, because it looks like it's not bad actually, it's looking quite good, but it looks like there is depth inside, but it's as though there's there's a section where you can insert something around the circle. It's like there's an opening, there's a space. So we don't want that feeling, we want the whole thing blending. I would put the choke back down a bit. I think I had added too much. And then while still on this layer, on the seal copy layer, I would also click on outer glow. So I'm not unchecking inner glow, I'm keeping it, but I also want to add outer glow in addition to inner glow. So click on that, and again you will see the default yellow color, which we can change to black, and from screen to normal. And now add the spread, the size. Okay, this is the effect I want, except that it's too dark, so I can put the spread a bit down, and then the opacity. Okay. Alright, so this is what I wanted. Now hit OK. So you see now that it's as if, a real candle seal, a real candle stamp created the seal made up of an emboss in the outside, and a depth in the inside. Now the next thing I need to do is insert the Rolls-Royce logo, and then make that red and embossed as well. So let's unhide the logo, and then place the logo on the top layer. You can either click on the layer and drag it up, or you can hit Command and the right bracket. Okay, so hold down the Command key and click on the right bracket, and the layer goes up. Okay, now select the layer by hitting Command T for transform, and then again holding down the Alt and the Shift keys, scale the logo down until you feel its size works with this candle seal. Okay, now I'm zooming in, and let's go ahead and work with this logo now. Obviously gray is not a color that's convincing, so let's lock the layer to give it the red color, So I'm going to lock it by clicking on this little icon here. And then the red color is already selected for me, so I'll hit Alt Delete, and my RR became the red color. So now if I want to apply the emboss effect on the logo, I can go ahead and do the same thing, go to layer, layer style, and then choose bevel and emboss, or basically do the same thing by double clicking on the layer itself and applying that from the layer style panel. Or I can do a nice shortcut, which is going over an existing layer that has the same style I want to apply to this new layer. So the seal layer has bevel and emboss already. And if I want the same effect applied on my logo, what I can do is hover over the layer and control click. So hold down the control key and then click. And then this big panel opens. And what I want to choose from here is copy layer style, which means it will copy the bevel and emboss style from that layer. Okay, and then I will go over my logo layer and then hold down the control key and click. And then you will see the option that says paste layer style. So click on that. Now you will see this very odd thing happening because the values that we used for the seal are much bigger than what we need for the logo. But that's not a problem because all we need to do is double click on the layer or the effect itself, and then the layer style panel opens, and that's where we can make our changes. So obviously we don't want this much depth. Let's put the depth down. Let's put the soften down and the size down. Okay, it's starting to appear. It looks actually very nice. Okay, let's see what down does. No, this is not the effect that I want. You could choose it obviously, but I feel I'm more comfortable with up, depth, and that's it. And then hit OK. So there you go. This is your candle seal made up of 3 layers. The first layer is basically the background. The second layer is the depth. And the third layer is the logo.